My dad works at Goodyear. He works at the plant back in Virginia, and then my mom, she just sells like she sells stuff on the internet, like luggage tags and stuff. And, like she makes stuff and then sells it. Like that's what
Well, how you feeling? Ready?
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, which airplane are you flying
I'm the
today?
only one in the family that's a pilot. So like I was the only one that
Can I walk over there with you or no?
I think you can.
Yeah, let's go. Let's take a walk over there. Let's take a look at the airplane together.
Wait, the flight back to 6.
Yeah. So what's going through your mind right now, buddy? What are you thinking? Yeah? What's the first thing you do when you come up to the airplane?
Walk up to the left side and put the
Oh, heads up. Here comes an airplane. What's up, guys? What kind of airplane is that?
170.
Huh? Is this it right here? Is this the one?
Right there.
little mini one.
Awesome. Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, this one's actually relatively new. It's
Sport plane?
yeah, it's equipped with a carburetor. It's a light sport aircraft. They don't weigh that much. Like fully loaded, they only weigh about 1,300 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
No
pretty
kidding.
lightweight. Go ahead and unlock the door and get it started up. It's over here. Yep. You can go ahead and lock your door. Yep. It's stuck. There we go. Now,
That's
I'll
cool.
lock
It
my
opens
side.
up.
Thank you.
Look, wait for it.
Let's take a look inside here.
Very fun
This-
plane.
You checking it out, Josh?
Yeah, it's cable steering, so it should be
Cable steering.
Those are the pedals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yep, so this is our cockpit. This is the control stick. So it's different from the 172. It doesn't have the standard flight yoke. So this one's really sensitive. It's if you barely touch this control stick, it'll like bank like this. It's very sensitive. So it's a very fun plane to fly. It's very agile, very lightweight. Can take off in short distances. And I love it. It's a really nice plane. This one you have to kind of baby a little bit compared to the Skyhawks. The Skyhawks you can kind of manhandle a little bit. But this one right here you have to just kind of baby it. It's a really... luckily today it's a really smooth day, so it's really gentle weather. I would say if it was... Usually when it's cloudy it's a little bit bumpy, but today it's going to be a nice day to fly. This is a great shot. So I flew earlier today and it was really smooth. And, here's your seat.
Let's go with that.
Alright.
It's back there, Josh. Looks like it comes apart.
So you did get a headset, okay? That's good. Now you can listen to the air traffic control. I'm going to plug my headset in. And then we'll just run through we'll run through a couple pre-flight checks before we go up. And then we'll be on our way. And yours is actually on the left side. Yep. Good job. I got my iPad. This is my electronic flight bag right here. This is what it's all coming down to now is for flight. So you got everything now on your iPad now. So now you don't even have to have your charts and everything.
Is that the Mini?
Yes, I got the Mini because it saves space in the cockpit. That big one, it's just too bulky for me. It's a little more expensive, but it's kind of bulky. And this one fits better on my lap, so it's easier to like copy clearances and stuff. But it gives you all the stuff you need, like your airport diagrams, your VFR sectional charts, like they're your sectional charts, show you where you are, and your approaches and your airport diagram. It shows you the runways.
Look at
So this
that.
right here will show you everything you need to know about the airport.
That is
This,
neat.
I use this in substitute of all the paper charts. So this has everything for just a subscription of like $70 a year. And this is your throttle. This is what controls. It's kind of like in your car, your accelerator. When you go forward with it, you're going to accelerate. When you take it out, you're going to slow down. And this is actually your fuel control, your mixture control. So this adjusts the ratio, the fuel air mixture ratio. So when you enrich in it, you'll have more fuel to the engine. To turn the engine off, they don't really turn the key off. They actually pull this out. And the engine, it starves the engine of fuel, and that actually causes the engine to shut down without having to do the key. So this is all your avionics equipment. You got the Garmin 300. Garmin 300 is pretty neat. That's actually the electric trim, and then this button here is your push-to-talk button. This is what you use to talk to ATC right here. And really, really nice airplane. I love these planes. I actually didn't get to fly one of these until I came down here to work with Sunstate. And I was really excited to get to fly this particular model, the Cessna. They can't carry much cargo, so yeah, it's a pretty lightweight aircraft. And you can actually one thing I will show you is that you can actually compute your weight and balance on this without having to do it on paper. So I can actually do it from here on the screen. So you just wait for it to boot up on the G1000. This is actually a G300, not a G1000. It's similar to the G1000. And you can go, what you can do is you can hit menu, and then you can hit it twice, and then you go down to weight and balance. You can hit enter, and it's automatically got the aircraft's empty weight in there. And the fuel we're taking, we're going to have fuel, 24 gallons of fuel. And our pilot, what is your weight?
100 pounds.
100 pounds. Okay, so you weigh 100 pounds, and I weigh 150 pounds. And then we have about 10 pounds of baggage, we'll say. So as you can see, that little green dot right there shows that we're within the weight and balance envelope. So if we had any more weight, we probably would be outside the envelope. But this is how we compute our weight and balance right here on the actual multifunction display. So you don't have to do it on paper. So you can do it this way. That's one thing I really love about this plane, is that you can do all this useful stuff. Like you have your flight logs and aircraft checklists all included on this new Garmin G300. So all this technology eliminates all of the old style avionics that use gyros. This stuff is all done with accelerometers. It's the same technology you find in your iPad, where you tilt your iPad and it does the games, you know, like where you tilt it. It's the same technology in this, keeping the wings level and everything. So you set it on the ground, obviously, where the wings are level. And then once you're in the air, this will actually use that same technology to keep the airplane, give you your artificial horizon. It's pretty cool. All right, go ahead and we'll go ahead and do the checklist. Do you want to help me with the checklist? We can do that way. That way you can get a little experience. You can go to the very front page.
Let's give him some space.
Okay, and this right here, this page right here, this is actually the path that you walk around the airplane. You'll actually start with the port wing, the left wing, and you'll actually go around the wing and around the tail, and then work your way around to the right wing and then back to the nose. So you'll start from the cockpit. So you go in order of the checklist. So if you want to do it, we can go ahead and run through the checklist real quick. Pilot's operating handbook. This is the pilot's operating handbook, so we have that. The Garmin G300 guide is in the bag. We have that. And we can check to make sure that we do have it. We do. We have the POH and the G300 bag. And this is your fuel strain. This is what we'll use to test the fuel to see if there's any contamination in the fuel. And alright, and so let's see, pilot's checklist. We have that. Parking brake is set. So parking brake is set. And secondary, we don't have. Okay, this is the door latch. So the door latches are okay. This is BRS activation. That's actually a parachute. We don't have the. Some of these planes come with a parachute where it actually has like a rocket and it fires a parachute off, kind of like the Cirrus SR-22. This one is not equipped with that, but we do. Well, we don't. This one does not have one. So handle mount, we don't have all that stuff. So some of the models will come with this stuff. Control stick lock. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I removed it.
A parachute.
This one doesn't have a parachute. Some of them do.
Why is the parachute there?
Why is the parachute there? Well, it's a parachute designed for the actual aircraft. Since it's such a lightweight, it'll actually fire. It has like a little rocket propelled. It jettisons the parachute up. It's like a ballistic parachute. And if there's ever like an engine fire or something like that, the parachute will deploy, and then it'll allow the aircraft to safely float down to the surface. So like if you were having damage to your aircraft, you could just use a parachute. But there's a maximum deployable airspeed for that parachute. Some of these aircraft come equipped with it. This particular one does not have that. But that's okay because usually you don't plan on crashing. Control stick lock, that just keeps the controls from moving in the wind.
I just removed it and put it in the headset now.
Good job. And what's the next step?
Wing flaps.
Wing flaps. So this one's got manual control flaps. It's not automatic. So you set the flaps by pulling them up, and this is full flaps. And then to release it, you just press this and lift up, and then release down like that. So it's real easy to use. I like that better than those have electric flaps. So those, if you have an electrical failure, you can't use the flaps. So I like this a lot better. This is a safer airplane because it actually has manually controlled flaps. Alright, next up.
Are we supposed to get them out?
Get the flap.
Yeah.
Magnet this is off, so just make sure it's off.
What do you think about the airplane, Caleb?
Looks pretty good.
Pretty good? Safe?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
All systems check out? All systems go?
Look at that video.
Just turn this on and just test to see if there's any problems with the G300 before you start up the airplane.
I'm going to walk around the other side.
And I kind of already looked at it, but let's look at it again. Also, another neat thing is that this plane does not have adjustable seats. It's not like a car. So what you have to do is adjust the actual rudder pedals right here. I don't know if you can see because it's kind of dark, but you actually use your feet to do it, but you can use your hand too. You'd actually move it like that to adjust the height of the rudder pedals. And you can turn it clockwise like that. And I bring mine all the way forward because I'm short, but some people will have them all the way out because they got long legs. But so instead of having an adjustable seat, it's actually got adjustable rudder pedals. Kind of.
Brilliant.
What happens to the sliding thing? You don't go careening forward, then you bank up, and then you go flying backward.
Actually, these planes are pretty. Most aircraft they're pretty landable. If you lose your rudder, like you could still land easily. It's just you have a little. You can still bank and still control the pitch of the aircraft, but the yaw is just going to be really unstable. It's still landable without the rudder, but the main thing you need is the ailerons and the elevator. That's the important part. Because that controls your pitch, climbing and descending, and it controls your bank angle, which controls the strength.
Low volts announce
Yep, low volts annunciator showing right there. So showing.
elevator.
Your trip control, so you actually have to look at it. It's got a little indicator right here. Some of these bulbs burn out, you still have a backup, so you still have some left over. So that's kind of nice to have. All these LED lights technology is improving. Now with strobe lights, we use LED lights too. This one's using new technology. Lights. See, they also last longer. Then over here, you have strobe lights on the right wing, so you verify those are working. These are your navigation and position lights, and usually use these for night flight. We have so it's really nice having all these. See, if some of these burn out, you can still fly the plane. All right, I'm going to put that on.